Alright guys, welcome back to Minecraft. Since I don't know what's happening to the server, I've started a new single player world. As you can see, I just generated it and I've got the bonus chest activated. I don't consider the bonus chest cheating. It doesn't have any good stuff in it. You usually get lots of wood very quickly anyways. And I really don't want to spend too much time with the initial resource gathering. Not very interesting. And really all I do is punch down one tree, turn it into a workbench and stuff like that. And that's kind of work that I prefer to skip. I spawned in this taiga biome, which is interesting, but not exactly the kind of biome I want to live in. There is a jungle. Yeah, I can see a jungle over there. And I can see some coal. That's useful. And I can hear a wolf. Okay. Well, they're not hostile, so it's all good. It is useful to find coal that early and that close to the surface. I don't even need to go underground or anything. That is very good. Okay, so that's a jungle. I think if I find a nice spot in there, I might just settle down, for at least for now. Simply because jungles are nice to live in. I'll chop down this tree, just for some more wood. Because getting wood is useful. I like to get my hands on some wood. Okay, so large oak tree. Random glitches. It's a very small jungle. There's some cocoa beans. It's not really perfect. This goes down. Oh dear. Yeah, not really much of a hospitable cave for the first day. But I guess you could make something of it. You can always just block off the way to the ravine using some cobblestone. And I'll get some coal here. Honestly, I didn't even know you could get stone pickaxes from the bonus chest. So far, all I had ever gotten was wood. I will definitely also take the iron, and I can hear some cows, which, well, at least it means I did get some animals, because I did once generate a world that somehow didn't spawn any. So, but I think that was long ago, so probably that glitch has been fixed long ago. What I really need is sheep, though. So, well, this jungle is not very nice, really. I'll take that sapling. So I won't stay here indefinitely, probably not for any extended amount of time, at least not for now. Okay, some saplings. I'll take those. Yeah, let's just see if there is something more interesting to be seen in this jungle, because obviously I didn't see all of it yet. I do like jungles for the grass color though, so there's always the option of turning the difficulty to hard and then burning the jungle down, because I think fire spreads further in hard difficulty. And then I could just use it like a plains biome, basically. But yeah, I would get the nice grass color. Okay, there's a swamp here. I don't know if there's usually sheep in a swamp. I need sheep for a... Oh yeah, there is. Great. Okay, so I'm thinking I will turn all this spruce wood into planks. I will make a crafting table. I will just set up my temporary base close to these sheep here. Got 2 sticks and 1 cobblestone, which is exactly what I need for a stone shovel. Okay, so somewhere around here is going to be my new home. I can use a wood pickaxe actually, since I've got it. And I need 8 cobblestone for a furnace. So I can smelt the iron I found, turn it into shears, get some wool, and then I've got a bed and almost a house. Which means I'm set for the night. Okay. You're coming with me as well. Now, torch somewhere on the wall. This place will become prettier eventually. Okay. Furnace, great. Coal, iron, yes. I will also need a door. There we go. Just like every first house. It's terrible. But yeah, it's kind of... It's the way first houses are supposed to be, I guess. It works. It's going to keep me safe for the night. So that's really all I need. Okay, I will make shears. I need 3 wool, so I've got more than enough sheep here. Great. That was 2. I will also need to create a steady source of food, because I don't feel like killing cows. Oh, well that was smart. There's actually one tool in this game can harvest grass without destroying it, and that's exactly the one I'm holding in my hand. Okay, I'll get a wheat farm going for the moment. I've still got 5 apples from the bonus chest, so that's handy for not being too endangered from starvation, basically. Okay, need some sticks. So, I need a hoe. Got a shovel, I'll make another pick. And now, a wheat farm. Like so. Yeah. Works for me. Back into my house I go. We'll do some more excavating. And I will place the chest here. Lovely. I think I'll also put a torch next to the wheat, because I think it can only grow if it's got enough light. And in the beginning it's kind of critical to have enough food. I might have to kill some of the cows eventually, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to switch to the wheat as quickly as possible, basically. And it's turning night, so I will make a bed. There we go. I'm keep missing stuff with my mouse today. That's because I've changed the DPI setting, so it's moving differently than I'm used to, and I keep missing stuff. Alright, more coal. That's very handy indeed. As long as I'm indoors, I might as well get some torches going. There we go, half a stack, that's enough for now. I will fill this up eventually, if I decide to stay here, that is. Okay, I'll break the wooden pickaxe first. Alright. And then we have a tiny room. And now it's time to sleep. Okay, great. I've set up a tiny tree farm as well around here. Especially wood is it's a very useful resource for the beginning, obviously. For building, I'm not too keen on wood. But still, you never know. And I think sugarcane is something that's good to have as well. So I'm getting some, and I am putting it here. Great. Okay, I see a desert over there as well. I'll go explore that in a minute. After making a stone sword. Actually, I'll make an iron one. Gotta live a little. Okay. And I know I've got iron left in the furnace. I will get it eventually. Now, actually. Okay, I don't need that pickaxe, I don't need the bread, don't need that. Basically, just in case I get lost or die, I don't want to lose too much. Alright, this should be ample. I don't like swamp biomes really, so I'm not going to stick around for long, but it had sheep. And it was getting close to night, so I decided to spend the night here. And since I've now set up a temporary base, I might as well use it for a while. I seem to have a few different biomes around anyways, so lots of choice. There's a desert here, there's extreme hills, the jungle, the taiga. Yeah. This world was generated using the normal world generator and not with the large biomes option turned on. So I don't have to spend too much time in the same biomes. That looks funny. The world generation is still glitched out apparently. Alright, this desert is surrounded by taiga, which makes no sense really. The taiga is up somewhere in Siberia, and deserts, there are cold deserts I guess, but they don't have cacti, or maybe they do, I'm not even sure. I know there are cold deserts, which you call deserts because there's so little water because it's all frozen, essentially. I mean, arguably you could call the Antarctic and the Arctic deserts as well, despite the fact that they're not very warm. Alright, I've got a forest here and a plains biome. Well, okay. I'll check around the desert quickly to see if I find a temple. because that's always nice for starters. But I don't think there is one. The advantage of this being my first base is that there's lots of stuff around, as we saw. Pretty much every biome apart from mushroom. But I think I've got all the other ones, really. So I should be able to obtain all the different kinds of resources. And probably take, considering that I have grown very fond of sandstone, odds are this entire desert will be gone one day. Alright, this desert is fairly large, but I guess deserts kind of are. Okay, I've still got plenty of time. So I will try not to get lost, because to be completely honest, I don't have the coordinates of my home. I could like enable cheats for this world and teleport back home, but that really is cheating. Like the bonus chest, I really have no trouble using that, but teleporting home is kind of a different story. Okay, I don't see any desert villages or desert temples. Kind of disappointing, but I guess you can't win them all. Alright. Here's the tiger again. I should try to somehow find my way back home and get a get a screenshot or something. Just write down my coordinates basically, so I don't get lost. I'm looking for a swamp that's close by, because that's somehow close to my home. Knowing me, I'm probably running away further and further from it. No, this is a swamp. Okay. Oh, actually, one thing. I will not play on too high a difficulty. I can, but occasionally it makes me too careful. And that's not really fun to watch. So I'm playing on easy. But I will try to remember, if ever I switch back to peaceful, to switch back again. Because peaceful is useful. Peaceful is useful. Sounds strange. Anyways. Peaceful mode is useful if you're building something and you really don't want to be disturbed. But I think I found my home. Yeah. This is the jungle biome. So somewhere around here? Yeah, I think over there is, somewhere there is my house. Yeah, I see the saplings. Okay, I still have plenty of daytime left, so eating an apple and chopping down this tree, which will also possibly give me more apples, which are a decent source of food, because for the wheat farm to get going it's going to take a while, basically. Eventually it's a steady source of food. Even in that size I think it's enough, depending on what you're doing, of course. But yeah, obviously it's not a steady source yet, because it's not really grown yet. Okay, this is fine. I'm just making this slightly larger. Go away. So I can plant more. Oh yay, an apple. That's very good. More sapling, more seeds. The first day is always a bit boring, I think, but I don't know if people want me to skip more or not, so I skipped pretty much all the beginning stuff on the server, so I'll just show it here. Maybe someone will learn something or pick up a trick or two. Not that I'm particularly cunning. Okay, I guess I could make mushroom stew. There's quite a few mushrooms around, so... Okay. 12 more seeds. It's a start. More saplings. Eventually, of course, this will all change. I am not going to stay that desperate for like initial resources for long. And I think I might just end this episode soon, and then next time you'll see me, I'll be a little more settled in. Right? So I'll put that away, and that away, and that away. And I think I'm gonna call it an episode. I think it's been long enough, so I'm hoping you will enjoy this, even though it's not on any server anymore. It's similar enough though, so it's probably gonna be fine. Yeah, see you soon.